Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8 of 5 Minute Fix with Mina. Yes, it has been 4 years since the last episode, but Kumkumphaga is still on. So, episodes can happen at any time. That's what I'm going with. So, as you might know, there was recently a promo released about Abhi and Pragya meeting again after their most recent separation, and they have a lot of angst and hate between them. But I latched on to one little moment in the promo where Pragya is walking forward and her waist is very clearly defined by what she's wearing, and Abhi is approaching her. So this little fic takes off from that moment in the promo where they're meeting in the mechanic shop after years apart, lots and lots of misunderstandings, and just a lot of history, as we know. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be a 5 minutes or less fic with Mina, and some of you may have seen it on Twitter, but this version is going to be just a little different. So, Pragya walks into the mechanic shop, strides towards Abhi. Abhi sees her, comes toward her, and she's a boss lady now. She's not nice to him at all, and he understands. There's a lot of hate between them right now, a lot of misunderstanding, but some things don't change. And when Abhi looks at Pragya, blood starts rushing, and he knows he doesn't have rights on her right now because she hasn't given him any. But still, he walks towards her. He hooks his arm around her trim little waist and pulls her straight up against him. And he says, "Wese Rani, you're looking very hot, but really tense. Why don't you let me work out all those kinks for you?" And Pragya looks up at him. This man, the only man. She has only ever loved this man, but also hated and been through so much. The only man she's ever been with, the only man who's ever turned her on, basically, as far as we know. But she doesn't want him right now. She doesn't want this. And no matter what else happens, she's not here for that now. So she looks at him and she says, "Not even in your dreams. I'm only letting you touch me so you can remember what you've lost." And they stare at each other, one of those AbhiGya eye locks, long, quiet, tucked over the top in the background. They're connected. We're spellbound. And can't put into words everything that's going into that look, but all the intensity in the universe is there. Intensity. So finally, he understands what's happening, and he knows that now is not the time. But they both know, all of us know, that one day it's going to happen. They are going to get back together, and it's going to be hot. But that day is not right now. So he says, "Okay, Jaan, the day you let me back into your bed, I'm not going to make you wait for what you want." And he means what he wants right now. "I'm not going to make you wait. I'll give you everything you want. But just do us both a favor. Hum dono par Rehem Karo. And bring that day sooner rather than later." And then he lets her go. He steps back. And their eyes are still locked. Every shared feeling in the world, every suppressed hope, everything that binds them, just throbbing in the air. And after that passes for a second, Pragya straightens up and she crosses her arms and she looks at him and says, "Do you think I want you between my thighs after you've just spent 2 years between hers?" And we all know who she's talking about. And Abhi just laughs and he goes, "Honey, I haven't spent a second between anyone's thighs in 23 and a half years. Gapata, if that all even works. I'm sure we'll find out eventually." And on that note, they walk away from each other. Just a tiny little Mina interlude in the world where nothing happens, but everything is felt. Nothing's said, but everything is meant. And it would just be so damn hot if they could have that conversation. So, thanks for tuning in to this episode of 5 Minutes Fix with Mina. This one's been a short one, But here's hoping for more as we get to see amazing things on our great show. Thanks. Bye.